What's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here, guitarjams.com. Got a cool bluesy contemporary rock lesson for you. It starts with a kind of finger picking, or you could call it Travis picking, like an acoustic finger picking intro, and then a straight up, distorted, strummy rock thing. So I'm going to break both parts down for you guys, but also if you click the link right down there, I'm going to send you a bunch of cool extra stuff that will help you learn guitar. I really appreciate all that support. But in the meantime, we're going to zoom in, and I'm going to do this lesson for you, and I hope you get something from it. All right, here we go. All right, there is some Travis picking stuff that's really fun to do when you start practicing it. But I'm going to give you the structure of the tune because it's just the same thing over and over, whether you're doing the picking thing or you're doing the strummy thing. I don't even have a pick on me right now. So anyway, it's A minor to G, D, and then A major. Whoa, that's weird. A minor and A major. Then goes back to A minor to A major for longer. So check it out. Here's that part. A major, now A minor, G, to A major. That's the form. Then you could call it the chorus, but it's kind of just a variation. Go back to A minor, G, D, A. So there's a little and one, and it's the second fret of the A string. C, D, A. C, D, A. So the whole thing all together, here we go. A minor to G, D to A major, A minor, G, A major. The other section, A minor, G, D to A, lead C, D, A, and one, D, A. So if you're good enough to do this little Travis picking part, you're going to definitely be good enough to... And so the rhythm of that is... So it's like down, 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 up. Down, 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 up. Up, down, 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 up. Down, 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 up. Up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Up, down, 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 up, A. And you use a... I don't know if I... Where's a pick? Where's a pick? Here's a pick. And that's obviously the part with electric guitar and some gain, some distortion. All right, let's get to the finger picking part because that's definitely the tricky thing. It's tricky for me. I'm not a finger picking expert, but I've actually, just from having like John Koneski around, and if you guys saw the John Schneiderman lesson, I'm kind of soaking it in. Plus, we just filmed a whole new finger picking DVD set with John Koneski from Tenacious D. Real excited for that. Nice, innocent little plug there. Okay, so we learned the chords already. Now check this out. Here's something with Travis picking. It's basically like a bong, ging, gong, ging, gong, ging, gong, ging with your thumb. And it's doing this alternate bass thing the whole time. So on A minor, it's the A string and the D string. And the cool thing about that is basically what you're adding with that is either what's called a pinch, where you play another note at the same time as one of these, like, or an alternate where you play one right afterwards. But no matter what, you keep that thumb bass going. So watch this on A minor, and then G, you can play it this way, you can play it this way. But with the G chord, it's the low E, and then you skip a string over to the D. So it'd be like that. So A minor, G, and then D, it's going to be the D string and the G string. And it's doing 2 each for the chords. Back to that A major. It's going to be the same thumbing as A minor. Then A minor, still that same thumbing, G, A major. And that's how you do that. Now we got to add the extra fingers, and I'm only using my pointer, my index and my middle finger and my thumb. So the thumb's doing the alternate bass, and my 2 fingers are kind of walking around some of the strings. Now it's good to just practice that concept, and you can come up with your own, patterns and things. But if you look at that, you can see my thumb just keeps going back and forth, right? So let's do it where this vocals come in. We start, so the first note's that, and then this one is pinched with the B string, and I'm using my middle finger on that B string. So you got, then I'm going to go back to that open A. So open A to index on the G. Like that. Then we go back to that, because remember, this is just going to keep going. So you got. So I hit that D string, and then I'm taking my hand off the chord and playing just that open B before we get to the G. So it would look like this, really slow. That's a part you might want to rewind a bunch of times. It kind of puts it all together. So we go to the G, and we're going to do basically the same pattern, but our thumb has to skip a string. So we do that bass note, then we skip over to the D, and we pinch with that B. As much as we got, but we're going to do the E string, index on the G, thumb on the D, middle on the B. Same pattern as that A minor, but with a different bass note. Put them together. You may have to practice that a bit if you're mostly playing electric guitar. We go to that D chord, and there's a little variation, but we start with the D bass, then pinch, the thumb on the G and middle on the high E, like that. And the same pattern we've been learning so far would be, but we don't go up to that high E, we go like this. So D, B, then G, and our hand is off, and you're playing the open B. So it's as it switches. So you can play the open string as you're switching to the next chord. Watch again. Like that. So everything so far? So look, I went to the A major. It's the exact same pattern as the A minor. Starts over on A minor, G, now A major. So what happens is and there are some variations, but if you can get the Travis picking concept down, then you can add your own variations. You don't even have to do it a specific way. But on that A major chord, it goes like this. When it does the A major for twice as long, it follows that same pattern. And it changes just one time instead of the B string, it changes it to the high E. So watch. Conceptually, it's the exact same pattern, but just that one time instead of the B string, I'm moving my middle finger over to the high E. That was still the B. Now the other thing, when it's going to that next section, basically you just need to get, as you're doing the pattern, you know. Oh, and even on that C, so on the C chord, which I didn't show you the pattern yet, exact same pattern as the A minor, right down to the hand coming off, which I don't know if I actually expressed that yet. Sorry. To D. There is a little intro. And it's still following that same pattern. Like that. Look again. Then to the high E. So you hit that last open A, then you're going to hammer on just when you're holding that shape and you're doing the G string, hammer on to the 2nd fret from open, and then hitting that B string. So watch again. And then you pretty much have all the parts, but I'd really recommend practicing just that. Get that Travis picking pattern. All right, I hope that helped. Remember, I got that link right there for a bunch of extra stuff. Appreciate all the support, you guys. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see you in another video lesson real soon. Take care.